President, my questions are to the Parliamentary Secretary regarding her role. 1. How many events has she attended in her capacity as Parliamentary Secretary representing the Premier in the last month? 2. How many events has she attended in her capacity as Parliamentary Secretary representing any other minister in the last month? 3. How many events has she attended in her capacity as Parliamentary Secretary representing the Premier since her appointment? And 4. How many events has she attended in her capacity as Parliamentary Secretary representing any other minister since her appointment?
The Parliamentary Secretary.
Thank you to the honourable member for her question and her also great interest in my role. My day-to-day life when I have a lunch break, which I don't have. I've attended many events to represent both the Premier and the ministers. There's a particular event I think that comes to mind recently that I went to last week on Friday. It was Business SA. Business SA had their largest ever event in 7 years. Biggest event in 7 years, apparently, and the guest speaker was none other than the Premier himself. So it was a really quite a significant event. And the reason why I guess it's important to highlight this is because it springs to mind that in that time we had a Liberal government, and when the Premier from the former government went to that event, I don't believe they had the biggest event in 7 years. When that Premier went to that event, when he went there to speak to small businesses and businesses in South Australia, he was not able to pack out a room. But the Liberal Premier wasn't able to do that. But hang on a second, the Labor Premier was able to book out that room and enable Business SA to have their biggest event they've had in 7 years. And the reason why they were able to achieve that is because they know that this government has bold policies and this government is listening to small businesses, medium businesses and large businesses. So I do think we are attending a lot of events. We are a busy team on this side. We are getting around and listening to stakeholders. That is my job, to get out there and go to events, to listen to the community, to listen to constituents, and that is what I'm doing. Please ask me some more questions, please.
Supplementary question arising from the answer.
The member was asked in relation to her attendance in representing the Premier and other ministers, not the attendance of other members of her parliamentary team. Could the member please answer the question as to how many events she has attended since her appointment whilst representing both the Premier and any other minister?
Parliamentary Secretary.